Cleveland is gonna keep Cleveland, and I'm pretty sure if Snead was here, he'd probably like, man, as bad as I don't want to agree with you, I agree. We're gonna Cleveland this thing. We're gonna Cleveland this thing. But go ahead. Got all that preaching from church. I forgot the name of it. Bethlehem Baptist Church.
There you go. There you go.
Shout out to Bethlehem.
Yeah, he's spitting. No, but Transformer, you're right, man. And so we can look at this two ways, I guess, right? We can look at that side of it, but maybe we can also look at the opposite side and say, maybe this just puts him in a position that when he finally does get his shot, he's ready, right? He's got the time sitting down, watching, learning. Hopefully he's getting some decent reps in practice. And he's, taking the time studying the film, studying the playbook, and doing everything that he can do so he can make the most of his opportunity whenever it comes. And maybe, just maybe, they're being honest when they say, we want to make sure that when he comes in, he's ready and we can take advantage of his skill set. Hopefully that's the case. Whether or not that's the case, I don't know. But we got to hope so.
How much different of a skill set did we see in him and Dillon Gabriel?
I don't know.
What was the difference?
Well, no. This I'll say. Dillon Gabriel is a much more of a 3-step, 5-step drop, get the ball out quick type quarterback. He can play both ways, right? He can do 7-step drops and deep go down the field. We saw that at UCF. We saw that at Oklahoma. We saw a lot more of the quick game at Oregon, right? Yeah. And so I think Stefanski is saying with the type of offense I run, I think he runs like variation of the West Coast system. Those quick 3-5-step drops, get the ball out. Dillon Gabriel is very adept at that. Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Format Podcast, live Wednesday night edition. And we're here for you, myself and the Transformer. No Snead got what you need tonight, but the original Gruesome Twosome gonna hold it down because you know how we do.
The original Gruesome Twosome. Bet. All right.
You're right.
We rocking. We rocking with it.
We're going to have a good show tonight, man. We're going to talk Shedeur Sanders. We're going to give those top fives. I know I blew some of y'all's mind with my top 5 last week. So we're going to see what happens again. And of course, we're going to get you right with the pick'em, and then we're going to finish it up with a little bit of NBA talk. So we got some good stuff. We're ready to rock and roll with y'all tonight. But before we do any of that, Transformer, how you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, bro. Oh. Another day of therapy. Put that in my green bake thing for me, please. I'm live, baby. I'm live. My daughter wants to interrupt me while I'm live. But my green thing.
Is that Miss Mariah?
Yeah, that's
Mariah. She can interrupt anytime she wants to, man. Anytime. You tell her I said that.
It just came right over here with it. I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good. How about you, bro? How about you,
man?
Yes, sir.
I got some nice clear sound tonight. Might be a little bit of echo in here because the room is empty because they took all the stuff out to paint it. But got the nice clear sound tonight back in my spot.
Yeah, man.
Good lighting, good sound. So everything's right, man. I'm ready to rock with y'all. Ready to talk some sports, man. So let's give a shout out. Let's give a shout out to the channel members. So first and foremost, first channel member, Coach T of the Be Ready Sports Podcast. Cause in order to be ready, what you gotta do, Transformer?
Stay ready.
Stay ready. That's right. Ready. Shout out Coach T with the Be Ready Sports Podcast, man. Not before, but after this, if y'all haven't already, please go ahead, go over to the Be Ready Sports Podcast channel, like, subscribe, hype a video, show Coach T some love, man. As he shows us love, we got to show it right back.
Absolutely.
It's not that serious. What's good, my guy? How you doing, man? Appreciate you always supporting and rock and rolling with us. Thank you so much. Baltimore Bruce, iron sharpens iron, keeping me sharp in the chat, keeping me sharp in the inbox, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support, fam. And of course, Chief Sid Bubba, thank you so much for all that you have done for this great country. Thank you for supporting this channel. And of course, shout out to the boys from Annapolis.
Anchors away, my boys. curves away. I got nothing to say, but I'm gonna make Bruce's day. Go Army. Find a way to beat Navy.
I stay home.
Ready to.
That's right. We got to find a way this year because I can't do this for another 365 days. I can't. So yes, absolutely. Shout out to the boys from Annapolis for doing y'all's thing, man. God love all the service academies. Also the boys from Colorado Springs, but since we don't have the same level of animus and the same level of rivalry, with it's funny, the Marine Corps is your little brother, the Air Force is ours, because until I believe 1942, they were the Army Air Corps. So they literally, split off from us and decided they was going to do a little something. But, we hold it down. But yeah, shout out to all the services. Shout out to all the service members, all the veterans out there, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Holding it down, man. Holding it down. Our future, our past, and our present, man.
That's right. That's
absolutely
right. Yes, sir. All right. Well, let's hit the spiel, and then we'll come back, get these quick hits rolling, and make it happen. Let's do it. If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe, that like, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept up to date whenever we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast. We should come right up. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you give us a like, leave us a 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. Make sure you write it down, put it in your phone, make a note of it. The Format Podcast is live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. And finally, if you're really and truly enjoying the content we're delivering you, make sure you hit that join button. There's going to be exclusive content here just for you.
I don't even know why I'm pointing. You know why, though. You know better than me because you need to subscribe to me and Bruce C. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
First topic. All right. So this is interesting because I want to say yesterday, the Cleveland Browns did something very interesting, and they traded veteran quarterback Joe Flacco to the Cincinnati Bengals, who are in desperate need of a quarterback, but this move isn't going to help them. They traded Joe Flacco to the Cincinnati Bengals. Didn't get much back in return, but the bigger story is, where does that leave Shedeur Sanders, who at that time was third on the Browns depth chart? Now, rationally, you would think, okay, Joe Flacco's out there, Dillon Gabriel's the starter. That would make Shedeur Sanders second on the depth chart, right? You would think that, wouldn't you, Transformer?
Yeah, I would definitely think that.
Right, except Cleveland hasn't officially named him second on the depth chart.
Because it's Cleveland. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're right, because it's Cleveland. No, but they're saying that it could be Bailey Zappi because he's familiar with the system, having been there last year. But this is going to be super interesting to see, and I'm anxious to see. But kind of some of what they're saying is that that he will eventually, play and may possibly start later this year, but they want to do it in a position where they have time to put together a game plan that tailors to his skill set. And I'm wondering, what do they mean by that? Why would you draft a guy that you have to do all this work specifically to tailor to his skill set? He seems like a classic drop back passer to me. So what is all this tailoring to his skill set, man? What's your thoughts on this? And what kind of BS is that, man? I'm going to just say it outright.
Cleveland is going to Cleveland. They're going to Cleveland. And what that means, nobody has no clue but Cleveland. Nobody has no clue but Cleveland. The amount of times they have failed their organization and failed their fan base, failed their team because they make piss poor decisions at QB is just, I don't know how people maintain being Cleveland fans for so long, right? Every decision that they make at quarterback, it always comes back to bite them in the ass. And it's going to be another one that bites them in the ass. If they keep playing around with this kid, keep playing around with his confidence, keep playing around with the fan base who really want to see this kid who for 4 years, we saw him 2 years at Jackson State, 2 years at Colorado, put up the same consistent numbers, right? You'll be like, oh, well, that's against that sort of competition. Well, we did see him in the preseason, didn't we, Bruce? And he seemed like he played pretty freaking well in the preseason. Well, that's just the preseason.
Yeah.
Okay, well, give the man a shot now. Right? Like, get a man a shot. Like, what are you guys seeing in practice that obviously we can't see because, obviously there's no cameras at practice that's causing you to keep putting this man down or keep putting this man in a situation where he doesn't feel like he's up next? At least like make him feel like he's up next. Like, hey, Shedeur, you number 2 for sure. Bet. I'm gonna keep working. Right. But you mentioning Bailey Zappi. Really? We saw what we had in Bailey Zappi in New England. We saw Bailey Zappi. He had some highlights here, but it was a lot.
He had a couple good games.
Yeah, he had some highlights here and there and all that. That's cool. But you didn't draft Bailey Zappi. You drafted Shedeur Sanders. So he should be your automatic number 2 because you made an investment in using that as one of your draft picks. Did you not? Am I tripping, or was he an unsigned free agent? I'm pretty sure he was a draft pick. So stop playing around, stop tiptoeing around this kid, man, because you don't know what this is doing to this man's confidence. It's certain teams that have ruined their star players because of said situations. Ruining their confidence is huge. If he feels like he's never going to play, that could ruin his confidence. All of a sudden, he's going to stop caring. Like, Dad, man, what do I do? Like, I'm doing everything in the book, right? I'm showing up to practice. I'm film study. I'm grinding. But it seems like Cleveland just don't want me. The owner already said that he didn't draft me. I wasn't his decision, so damn. All right, I get no love from the owner. That's cool. Now the GM and the coaches are putting me 3rd on the depth chart, even though we just saw what we had in Joe Flacco. The man was a bum stick on skating wheels, and all of a sudden you elevate your first quarterback you picked in the draft to number 1, and then you put the guy that you already saw what he was number 2 over me. Am I that bad in practice? Am I that bad of what you hear in the media and things of that nature? Am I that bad? Like, come on, man, give me a shot. That's all. Give me a shot. But man, shout out to Shedeur Sanders. I saw some of his commentary. Post the. Not post this. Not him not being named number 2, but when he found out that Joe Flacco was traded, he talked to Joe Flacco and things of that nature. And the kid is keeping the spirits up. He's saying all the right things, and doing all of that. So all of this he say, she say about what you trying to paint the light at, we ain't seeing it. We ain't seeing what you're seeing. So make it make sense, guys. I don't like it. Cleveland is going to keep Cleveland, and I'm pretty sure if Snead was here, he'd probably like, man, as bad as I don't want to agree with you, I agree. We're going to Cleveland this thing. We're going to Cleveland this thing. But go ahead. Got all that preaching from church. I forgot the name of it. Bethlehem Baptist Church.
There you go. There you go.
Bethlehem. Shout out to Bethlehem.
Yeah, he's spitting. No, but transforming, you're right, man. And so we can look at this 2 ways, I guess, right? We can look at that side of it, but maybe we can also look at the opposite side and say, maybe this just puts him in a position that when he finally does get his shot, he's ready, right? He's got the time sitting down, watching, learning. Hopefully he's getting some decent reps in practice, and he's taking the time studying the film, studying the playbook, and doing everything that he can do so he can make the most of his opportunity whenever it comes. And maybe, just maybe, they're being honest when they say, we want to make sure that when he comes in, he's ready and we can take advantage of his skill set. Hopefully that's the case. Whether or not that's the case, I don't know, but we got to hope so.
How much different of a skill set did we see in him and Dillon Gabriel?
I don't know that.
What was the difference?
Well, no. This I'll say. Dillon Gabriel is a much more of a 3-step, 5-step drop, get the ball out quick type quarterback. He can play both ways, right? He can do 7-step drops and deep go down the field. We saw that at UCF. We saw that at Oklahoma. We saw a lot more of the quick game at Oregon, right? Yeah. And so I think Stefanski is saying with the type of offense I run, I think he runs like variation of the West Coast system, those quick 3-5 step drops, get the ball out. Dillon Gabriel is very adept at that. And so we know Shedeur is a guy who likes to hold the ball and he likes to make plays downfield. And that's not necessarily like you hear the terms rhythm, timing, and structure in the way that Stefanski's offense is run. That's not necessarily what Stefanski might be looking for. So Shedeur, he got to continue to work, man. Continue to work. Continue to study that film. Continue to study that playbook and make the most of the opportunity. I'm sure that's the same thing as Pops is telling them. So, keep your head up. Say the right things. Don't be out here miming.
Not every time. One time, okay, that's cool. We get it. Don't keep doing it though.
Yeah, for sure. Just, yeah, but I guess the question now is for those of us who have been waiting to see, and that's a lot of football fans, when will that shot actually come for him? And while we're on it, let me bring up their schedule real quick and take a look. Maybe we can see. Maybe we can get an idea of when he might get that opportunity. Because, listen, I like Dillon Gabriel. I don't think he can remain the starter for any extended period of time, at least not yet. I don't see it, but let's look.
So what would it take? What would it take for you to bench Dillon Gabriel and be like, okay, let's give Shedeur a shot? What would it take? What would you need to see?
Well, a lot of rookies have 2-pick games, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, do you yank him as soon as he has some difficulty? But we can also look at it this way. John Elway got benched as a rookie. Joe Montana got benched as a rookie. It freaking happens, know? Peyton Manning had 28 picks his rookie year. Granted, the NFL was different then, but you get the point.
And that line was just that was like one of the worst lines I've ever seen in this rookie season.
Yeah. So this week, what do we got? It's today, the 8th. So this week, Dillon Gabriel starts against Pittsburgh. That's not a good way for a rookie to start. What I would do, let Gabriel play the next 3 games, right? Pittsburgh, Miami, New England, right? Then they have a bye. Coming out of the bye, depending on what spot Cleveland is in, maybe then you make the change and you see what Shedeur can do against the Jets. Not a great team, right? They have a high pressure rate, but they don't have a high sack rate, and we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But that could be a spot where he could have some success. The following week, November 16th, they play the Ravens.
Yeah.
And the Ravens, unfortunately, are freaking terrible. That's a pass defense waiting to get lit up. Now, that's a month from now, so they could improve by then. But the point is, those are some possibly winnable games. After the Ravens, the Raiders. So that's a nice 3-game stretch to really get an idea. Okay, what can Shedeur do? San Francisco after that, that's a stiffer test. But, coming down to later in the season, he's got some opportunities. So I would say keep him as the number 2 for right now. Put him as the number 2. Cement him as QB2. Let him back up Dillon Gabriel. Pittsburgh, Miami, New England. Make sure he's getting reps in practice. And then after that bye week, depending on where Cleveland is sitting, put him in and see what you have. Because that's what you really need to do. You've got to see what you have. You got this guy on your roster.
You have to. You have to, because in 2-3 years, you need to be making a decision. You drafted both of these guys at the same time. You can't pay both. You can't pay 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah. And at the very least, even if you don't want to keep him, see if you can get some good film out there on tape.
For trade.
And then, thank you.
What's happening around the league?
Thank you.
People need a quarterback.
Guys are getting hurt.
Cincinnati is looking at Joe Flacco and got him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like the age of who knows who back in the 80s.
For real. Man, freaking Geno Smith ain't even hurt, and the Raiders need a quarterback.
Yes.
They're throwing picks all over the damn place, So, but
it's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little crazy. I mean, right now, like I said, Cleveland is going to Cleveland. They need to figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
And for the sake of Cleveland fans, I think they're just like, man, I just pray they're right this time. Because we want Shedeur to start, but can you go against the coaches? I'm like, well, he's just not fitting our system. Well, why'd you get him? Mm-hmm. Like, if you needed that much work for him to fit in your system, why'd you get him?
Mm-hmm.
You already got you a quarterback previously in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you and your GM? Why is the owner and the GM at such a disconnect that he was like, man, I'm gonna draft another quarterback. And why would your owner come out and just blatantly say that? Keep that on the hearse.
Right.
like it's just Cleveland is going to Cleveland, man. It's unfortunate for Shedeur. Me personally, I thought that he was probably going to go to Vegas. I thought
I thought so
that's
too.
a team that was going to draft him.
Mhm.
If not the Steelers at the time, I thought the Steelers because this was prior to the Aaron Rodgers pickup. So I'm like, I thought that one.
The Jets could have done it too.
The Jets already got Justin Fields at that point. But I get your point. I do get your point.
There you go.
But the Jets are an option. I wouldn't want him there. I would definitely rather him in Vegas or Pittsburgh. Because at least in Vegas, he would have had a rookie running back. He would have had a second-year tight end, Brock Bowers, who's a freaking elite weapon. And you have, a Pete Carroll, who's one hell of a coach, right? He may be old, but there's a lot of wisdom that he could give to help mature and nurture this guy. Nurture should
turn around and hand it off and don't turn it over.
Exactly, right? That could make Ashton Genty look better because now he's got to get touches now.
That's right.
So, I don't know. Like for the Jets, no, I wouldn't. I don't want any rookie to go to the Jets that I like. It just seems like that's just another hellhole. That's just like another Cleveland. You don't get drafted. You don't get drafted in New York. It doesn't work out for you. But yeah.
No doubt. Well, yeah, that's where we are now. Let's go ahead and open up the phone lines. We'll take 2 calls on this before we move on. Good with that?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
I look forward to seeing the kid, man.
I really do. I do.
I think you put him in there with the number ones, and we just let us see. Let the fans be the dictator for once. Like, hey, man, give your fans something to see. Give them something to be happy about for Cleveland.
Fans not cutting the check.
Yeah. I get it. But, it's like, man, hype up. Like, get your city lifted up.
Yeah.
But don't play around with this Bailey Zappi thing. Don't do that.
You know what it is, too, though? As you mentioned, the fans, if Shedeur is the backup, every little mistake, if Dillon Gabriel don't tie his laces
microscope,
and the fans going to be screaming for Shedeur. So that increases pressure on Gabriel. That increases pressure on the organization. Yeah, that could be problematic. It's why they always say you don't want a superstar backup. You want a backup that's just going to be quiet, and just wait. And if they need him, what is it? Break glass in case of emergency type.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? That's why Cam Newton and Tim Tebow and these dudes couldn't be backups. It doesn't work. So I think Shedeur is starting to fall into that category. So they're like, okay, if we keep him at number 3, we're at least safe for a little while to allow Dillon Gabriel to have an opportunity to have success or not. All right. Bruce, what up? What up?
What's up with you? Hey, man, how your boys feeling tonight, man?
Maintaining, brother. How about you?
Good.
Transformer.
Good, bro.
Well, Father Shedeur, man. First of all, shout out to Dillon Gabriel. He didn't play bad Sunday.
No, he didn't.
He didn't play bad. He didn't look afraid. He didn't have a happy feet. And shout out to Dillon Gabriel, man. He trying to reach his dreams just like Shedeur, yo. It's kind of unfair to him, man, that he got to go through this. Everybody's pushing for Shedeur while he's there. I understand how he be feeling. And every time he say something in a press conference that sounds anything close to throwing shade at Shedeur, they try to blow it up to something that's not. Like the one that just happened the other day, like the perfect timing thing and all that. Oh, Shedeur got a song called Perfect Timing. Like you put that in yet? Come on, stop that. They're just trying to cause confusion. It's absolute crap. So shout out to Dillon Gabriel. He didn't play bad, man. I watched most of that game. It was early Sunday morning, one of those London games.
Yeah.
He's more of a West Coast offense type guy. He's more of a dig and dunker. I don't know if he got a big arm. Well, college, he showed some deep ball. I'm pretty sure he could go 50, 60 yards if he wanted to.
But you're right. He is better with the short, quick passing game. You're right about that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, who was good at that? A lot of people did that in one couple. Brady was a dig and dunker at one point in time. At one of them Super Bowl run.
You're right.
Absolutely.
But Joe Montana was Jerry Rice should catch a 10-yard slant and take it.
Right, for sure.
It's a West Coast offense. Like, so he did, man, Dillon Gabriel not bad for what I've seen. He's quick. He get the ball. He get rid of the ball quick. He don't hold the ball as long as Shedeur. For Shedeur, It's time. It's time is coming. I think this was the move. This was the plan from the beginning. This was the plan from the beginning to ease everyone in. He gonna get a shot whether this week. His shot is coming within the next 3 or 4 weeks. You better believe that. You better believe that's probably the highest rated football game on television that Sunday.
Oh,
Even
definitely.
if powerhouse teams are playing, everybody's gonna be trained into that game. Only thing about Shedeur, he holds the ball a little too long, but truthfully, I think he's better than Dillon Gabriel. I'm not saying as a bad thing. I just think we got to think about this, yo. Shedeur been in turned around 2 programs, Jackson State. I mean, the Dillon Sanders family. Bruce, he gets on me about that Glazen and Sanders family, all that stuff. But let's be real. He turned around 2 universities, Jackson State and Colorado, and he played well.
Yeah.
Man, the kid got NFL. He got the NFL package. The only thing is his biggest problem is holding the ball too long. So the time is here. His shot is coming. The writing is on the wall. That move, they didn't make that move for Flacco for no reason. So Zappy ain't getting no time. Deshaun Watson's still there too, isn't he? He on IR.
I don't even know what his stats is. I totally forgot.
Let me say this about the Cleveland defense. Everybody keep talking about the Cleveland defense. People have been picking up 30 on them the past couple of weeks. So what am I missing?
That's because your offense can't get nothing, bro. Your defense eventually going to wear out.
Your defense, that don't mean that the Ravens offense couldn't get nothing in 2000, and we still won. We was winning on field goals. So is they really that great?
Yes, they're pretty legit, bro. That Cleveland defense is pretty legit.
Yeah,
as long as you got Myles Garrett, they're a problem.
They've been getting 30 balls put up on them. We put a 30 ball up on them. Somebody else just put a 30 ball up on them.
Yeah, but when did you start running away with it, Bruce? In the 4th quarter. They're tired, bro. They're tired.
Okay. That's the excuse. They tired.
Well, no.
I mean, you typically see that with great defenses. If their offenses are getting 3 and out, eventually, bro, your defense is like, damn, bro,
And Bruce, you can't really convince. The Ravens at that time was the best offense in the league.
Yeah, man.
Defense in the league.
No, offense when they put 30 plus on Cleveland, they were the best offense in the league at the time.
Okay, before I get off, that kid, they got the Cleveland Browns got a young stud running back. He been putting them 100-yard games, Junkins.
Yeah.
Ohio State.
Yeah.
He's been putting them 100. He put up 300 yards games. He had about 3 so far.
I think so. Yeah, he's good. He's good.
He's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Shedeur is kind of within the next 2 or 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. I won't be surprised if it'll be this Sunday that they're gonna pull. It's gonna happen. So it's all. Let me say this before I get off. How y'all feeling today? How you feel about those Ravens moves you made yesterday, Bruce?
Man, I'm just.
It didn't move the needle east nor west. That shit is still the same.
You think so?
You're not a safety away from being better.
I agree. The next cross, you don't come cross that. They don't trade Mark Andrews to the Raiders and then a couple of picks for Max Crosby in the next. When the deadline over? About a couple of days. Man, I don't want to hear nothing about no CJ Gardner. Hey, man, y'all boys have a good show, man. I'm going to probably hit y'all back on next week. All right?
No doubt. Appreciate it.
You too.
All right, bro.
Shout out to Laura Prove and Amp C. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time being on the show, we appreciate you. We appreciate your commentary. We're on Shedeur's bandwagon. I'm at least on Shedeur's bandwagon.
Hey, look,
right?
you know I'm a Shedeur guy.
You had him as QB1 in the draft
a year and a half ago.
Yeah, a year and a half ago. So no, we're pro Shedeur Sanders definitely getting a shot. We don't like the.
Sorry,
what happened?
I was going to say let's also be objective here. We got to stop acting. How many 5th round picks get legitimate first QB1 reps? Like we got to stop that. Whether he should have been a 5th round pick or not, he was a 5th round pick. 5th round picks don't get first team reps. So we got to stop all this. Shedeur hasn't been given a fair chance. He hasn't gotten a fair chance. Cut that out.
Yeah.
End of the day, nobody in his position gets a fair chance unless somebody gets hurt.
Yeah.
It's just how it goes.
But we definitely want the kid to have a shot, man. I just hate that he went to Cleveland. Them folks had 5 quarterbacks on the roster? Was it 6?
Yeah. It was a bunch at one point. Yeah.
It was crazy.
Now.
Like he's coming to a dysfunctional team that just doesn't know what to do with their quarterback position. They mess it up every time. They traded away probably one of the best quarterbacks they've had in years, and that was Baker Mayfield. They got him up out of there. And now look at Baker.
I know they wish they still had Baker.
So
and Baker is chilling where he is.
Absolutely.
Like, thank you.
Yeah.
They devalued at least 5 young black men with false claims.
I don't know. Elaborate on that. I don't know what that. I don't know what that
means. I don't know what that's about.
But yeah. Another caller, man. Another caller. Call in. Or Laura, you could call in. Call in the show and kind of help us, man.
Yeah, elaborate.
Explain what you're talking about right there.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you, Laura. 904-219-8264 numbers on the screen. We'd love to hear from you so you can kind of expand on your position.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear new voices. And by the way, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. You too, MC. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Mr. Realist, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Woodage, what up, bro?
I missed her. My bad. Loving the realist.
Look at you.
What's going on, my girlie?
Terrible.
My bad. I was so busy trying to listen to Bruce, talk to you, read Laura's comment, and understand. It was just so much going on. So much going on in my brain.
If y'all ever start a podcast, you will see when you're doing the live, there's a lot of stuff to try to take in and kind of manage all at the same time. Yeah. That's why sometimes you see Transformer like, look at me. Look at me. Eyes out of the chat. Yeah, a lot of distractions.
Woodage with a question. Who has the worst quarterback history between the Bears, Browns, and the Jets? This is a 3-way tie.
No, it's not. The Bears are the worst.
I'm glad.
Yes, it's the Bears.
They all suck.
Yeah.
Let me see. Out of the Jets, whom have they ever drafted that was good?
Joe Namath.
Mark Sanchez had what? The Sanchez era?
Yeah.
And after that came the butt fumble guy.
That came yes.
After that, Joe Namath.
That's the one. That's the one.
Okay. That's
Ken O'Brien. Ken O'Brien was not bad. Like he was in the 80s.
Yeah, that's
they had some decent, it hasn't been, but the Bears, let's keep this simple. In their franchise history, the Bears have never had a 4,000-yard passer.
Never.
Even in the modern era of football, the Bears have never had a 4,000-yard passer. It's the Bears, period.
Never.